Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Moletrap here, coming at you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. And this is going to be, hopefully, another exciting game. Just did another game with this player here, Softball, or Softbale, perhaps? I think it's Softball, aka Sen. Again, I'm just gonna, I'm pretty sure this is Sen. He's asking Select if they can practice later. Select's like, yeah, sure. So this is Sen, again, excuse me, well-known Brood War player from Taiwan, and he's facing Select, a well-known StarCraft 2 player from, well, the United States. And I mentioned before, Axelav was one of the top 20 on the recently released top 200 list. Blizzard aggregates all the Diamond leagues together and finds out who is the top of the top, possibly based on points, I think. And Select is numero uno in that list right now. So if in the most official capacity there that's possible at the moment, Select, the #1 player in the United States server right now, facing up against Sen. Sen was able to dispatch Axelav, who played a very good game, but just couldn't defend. His defense was unfortunately off a little bit, and just got caught off guard. Sen just took the opportunities when they were there and open up. Anyway, by the way, Select going for gas first, and this is another game from the previous patch, 1.1. It's like 1.1.1.1.6 or something crazy like that. But anyway, 1.1. So hatcheries still 1250, and you can actually, well, not that it matters, but they've changed the barracks to being requiring a depot. He's not using that right now, but I don't know, just a little bit different. They also increased the Reapers, I believe, in this patch, the Reaper build time, and I think that was this last patch. Maybe it was maybe it was the previous one. But anyway, either way, this is the last patch, but it should be a fun game nonetheless. Again, this is just was said that it was from BNet. I don't know if this is from some kind of a tournament or a King of the Hill or something like that. But either way, got a couple very, very high-level players going here, and should be a fun game to watch. And Select immediately switching over to a reactor on his barracks and building a factory next to it. What I'm pretty sure is going to happen here is he's going to he got the gas early on, so he could get a factory immediately when a factory and a reactor immediately when that barracks finished. And then he's going to swap over the factory onto the reactor and get 2 Hellions out very, very quickly. It puts a lot of pressure on the Zerg very, very quickly. He's going to get a couple queens out here pretty quick, though. I like this. The expansion goes up, and he's going to be able to get a queen at both of his bases at the same time. Pretty much at the same time. And he's going to have some Zerglings as well. Now, it's still a little bit tricky to defend these early Hellions. And here's the swap going on right now. 2 Hellions immediately being produced from that factory now that it's got the reactor added onto it. And so a couple Hellions are going to be able to easily deal with Zerglings. He's sending out some Zerglings early on, but they are pretty much just going to roast as soon as they get over here. They are at least going to be able to scout these Hellions in their deaths. Probably, depending on what happens over here. Yeah, he's going to be able to scout these Hellions, although they're probably going to die to those Hellions. Yeah, look at that. A double hit. Taking out almost all the Zerglings, and he's just going to be able to roast the rest of them. Nicely done. Wow, somehow he gets them to move and shoot faster than I do. They always seem to move slower when I'm trying to micro my Hellions. Anyway, Spinecrawler going up here. He can probably use the queens to defend. Yeah, he's going to have to put the queen on the ramp, and that's kind of a common thing to do, to put the queen on the ramp so that you can block the Hellions from running up into your main. And, ooh, that was kind of a good idea, hitting the eggs, but not enough time to actually kill those eggs, despite being able to do a lot of damage. More Hellions coming in here, a third to join up there. The Spinecrawler's going to almost nullify those Hellions. It's going to make it really hard for them to harass, but if they wanted to suicide in there, they could probably take out some drones nonetheless. In the meantime, he's actually lifted that factory off. He's done with Hellions. He's put the reactor back on the barracks, or rather, barracks back on the reactor, and is now going to be able to start producing Marines. He's going to build a tech lab on the factory as well. Curious to see what's going to come out of that. Oh, I didn't even see the starport over here already. Dropship is down. Oh, ooh, we're going to see these 4 Hellions get repaired, and they're going to be stuck in that dropship and probably dropped right into the main base. Some more Zerglings coming out. I don't see any other tech going on though for Sen, so he's got to be a little bit worried. I'm surprised he doesn't have a roach warren to get just a couple roaches out to try and deal with, the Hellions. If they were to come in. He knows this dropship is coming. Oh! Dropship goes in, but the two queens are there. I saw them kind of sauntering over there. The queens are so slow off creep. They're pretty fast on creep, but he knew they were coming, and that was a beautiful reaction by Sen. Saw that coming, went over there, and unfortunately, he must have... I mean, I don't know how he had vision, actually. How did he know that was coming? Psychic! He must have seen it with an overlord or something like that. I'm not sure. He's not done yet with those Hellions. He's going to come in here and drop them. There's a few Zerglings in the back. They're going to roast those Zerglings pretty quick. Probably going to have to lift up and get out of the way, though. No, the dropship actually is very, very badly damaged, and the Queen is targeting the dropship, so it's going to be difficult, but he does manage to pull them all the way back into this corner here, out of range, and the Queen gets away, and he was able to run his drones out of the way temporarily. He's going to run him back, so no major drone damage, just lost a few Zerglings. In the meantime, though, SeleCT has managed to get a tank out. He's managed to get a Viking out somewhere. Where did that Viking go? There's the Viking, running around just trying to pick off overlords and trying to maintain map control. This one Viking is actually very useful because it means that these overlords can't be all over the map scouting the entire map. I'm surprised he doesn't go over and pick this one off, actually. Up there we go. There's the Marines. Sen sees those Marines coming on the minimap, but is not going to be able to get out in time. So anyway, Spire on the way for Sen now, by the way, as is the Carapace upgrade. Sorry, the pneumatized Carapace. He's going to get speed upgraded for his overlords. It'll be very handy once there's things like... that's weird that you can select the Rocks and the Viking in the same group. That's a little strange. Anyway, Zergling's going to come up here, say, "This is my tower, SCV." Sen now has control of both these towers, which is going to give him a good advantage. But, oh, the Overlord does not have the spotting over here, and he's not going to see these Hellions coming. He's going to rush in, and the drones immediately run away. Looks like he might be able to get a couple drone kills regardless, but he's at least going to spot the Spire coming up. Oh, the drones! Here come Zerglings. Wow, running in the dropship and picking those Hellions up to escape with. Very, very nicely done. SeleCT is being really, really awesome with his play with these Hellions and the dropship. He's just been keeping alive so long. I mean, those are the same three Hellions, three of the same four Hellions that he made originally in the very beginning of the game, and he's just been running them all over the place. He needs to be very careful with them, though. They're very, very hurt right now. He's going to leave the full health one there to keep control of that tower. Anyway, but yeah, probably going to see some... he's got an armory up. There we go. There's the Thor right there. I was going to say we're probably going to see some Thors coming out before too long because he's going to need a little bit of anti-air just in case Mutalisks. There we go. A few Mutalisks come out. He did see that Spire with his Hellions when he ran in there, so he knew that Mutalisks were probably going to be coming. Let's just check out the armies right now. Sen a little bit ahead in army count, just because he's been building up so many things, so many well, units. It looks like his lead in army count is actually in workers. He's got 55 drones to only 41 SCVs, and lots of just a couple turrets at both expansions here. He doesn't quite have enough Mutalisks that he can do too much harassment with these turrets in play. He's going to be able to pick off a depot here and there, but maybe an SCV here or there, but not going to be able to do too much damage, especially if the Marines and Thors, yeah, come up to reinforce there. Excuse me, but Sen is now thinking about taking over this high yield, and if he gets that high yield, then that is going to be horrible. Just going to put up the units lost tab for a minute here. Just look at this. He's been so effective with those Hellions. He's killed 22 units. He's only lost 6. One of those is a